If you're new here, welcome. I am lulling Lisa, hoping to lull you into a state of sleep or relaxation. Today's video is going to be a festive one, as you can see from the tree behind me. This is probably one of the only corners of my home that I didn't show you. I'm filming in my sister's bedroom because the setup is just perfect, and today's video is festive, so today I will be reading to you a storybook. My first Christmas stories. And this book is really cute. So on the back it says, "Enjoy the magic of Christmas with these 5 festive stories. Beautifully illustrated, they are perfect for sharing with young children during the holiday season." And you can see the snowman. He has this really lovely glitter on him. And there's a little bunny rabbit. So there's 5 stories, and I have no idea. I have never read them before, so let's get into this video. My first Christmas stories, Tiger Tales. I think that these stories are probably all going to be connected, so I will be reading you all 5 today. This first story is called Santa's Lost Letter. You can see the little bear right there. Little Bear was playing in the snow when a gust of wind blew a letter past him. "It's a letter for Santa," he cried. "Oh no, if Santa doesn't get this, then somebody won't get a Christmas present." "Rabbit," called Little Bear, "I found a letter for Santa. We must take it to him." They grabbed their things and set off along the path to the North Pole. The wind howled and the snow began to fall. Before long, the path was completely covered. "Oh no, I think we're lost," cried Rabbit. "We'll never reach Santa in time," said Little Bear sadly. The illustrations are very cute. Oh, this page is pretty. "Did you say Santa?" said a reindeer. Trotting up, "I'm going to Santa's workshop. Hop on." Little Bear giggled as they soared across the starry sky. "It's beautiful," he whispered. When reindeer landed, Little Bear and Rabbit rushed to Santa's workshop. "Santa," they cheered as they raced up to show him the letter. "What do we have here?" asked Santa kindly. "You've brought a letter all this way? What brave adventurers you are." "Dear Santa, I really love Christmas, and I'd like a pair of skates, a starry helmet, please. Love, Alex." That's what the letter says. Santa opened the envelope and slowly read the letter. "Would you like to help my mice make the present?" he asked. Little Bear and Rabbit nodded with excitement, and soon Alex's skates and starry helmet were ready. Cute. Santa looked at the sleigh with all the gifts, and up they flew high above the snowy rooftops. "Hold on tight," Santa shouted. The friends watched as Santa slid down, chimneys delivering presents to all the boys and girls. When the sleigh arrived at Alex's house, Santa put his hat on Little Bear's head. "I think you should deliver this," he said. Little Bear was so excited he tiptoed and carefully placed Alex's present under the shimmering Christmas tree. Very sweet. "Great job, you two," said Santa. "Your help made Alex's Christmas very special." Little Bear and Rabbit smiled proudly as Santa gave them each a special gift. "Merry Christmas," Santa cheered, and he sped away in his twinkly sleigh. How cute are they? When Little Bear woke up on Christmas morning, he raced over to Rabbit's house. The two friends played with their new toys and talked about their big adventure. "This has been the best Christmas ever," Little Bear smiled, and he gave Rabbit a huge Christmas hug. And that is the end of the first story. What did you think? I wonder if the characters will appear in the other story, so we'll read on and find out. This next story is called First Snow. Very cute illustrations and very sweet stories. Okay, so let's read on. Little Deer leaped out of his bed and blinked in the morning sunshine. "Yikes!" he squeaked. "Where did everything go?" The woods were covered with a huge white blanket. Just then Rabbit came skidding over, and Squirrel tumbled out of a pine tree. "What's happened?" squeaked Little Deer. "Where's the grass?" "It's under the snow," giggled Rabbit, beginning to dig. "Ta-da!" he said, as a tuft of icy grass appeared. "Now let's go and explore." "Come on, Little Deer," called Squirrel. So we have Little Deer and Squirrel. Little Deer stepped carefully into the cold, slippery snow. Bump! He slipped and slid and landed on his bottom. He tried to get up again and bump, thump, he fell on his nose on a snowdrift. "Ow!" he cried. "I hate the snow. I want to go home." "Don't go, Little Deer," said Rabbit. "We're going to build a snowman." Bump, bump, thump. So Rabbit made a snowball, and they all began to push. Slowly it got bigger and bigger, and soon it was so big they couldn't push it any farther. "Let's make the snowman ahead," said Squirrel, but with a creak and a groan, the snowball began to roll down the hill. "Oh no!" shouted Little Deer. "Stop that, snowman!" Faster and faster the snowball rolled, and faster they tumbled after it. Swoosh! They skidded to the bottom of the hill, spun across the ice, and landed, crash, in a big snowy heap. "That was awesome," gasped Little Deer as they all shook off the snow. Slowly they tried to stand up. Bump, swoosh, thump. They skidded and slipped, and down they fell again and again. "Oh no!" squeaked Squirrel. "Eek!" giggled Rabbit. "Hooray!" shouted Little Deer up on his feet at last. "Now we can skate." So they twirled and twirled until the moon shined brightly and stars twinkled in the deep blue sky. Little Deer's first snow had been such a surprise, but it turned out to be the best fun ever. Look how pretty this illustration is. Beautiful. The next story, our favorite story is Snowman Goes on Vacation. Oh, so we have a little rabbit again. Let's see. Little Rabbit had made a wonderful smiley snowman. "Hello, Snowman," said Little Rabbit, wrapping him in a snuggly scarf. "Do you want to play?" All winter long, Little Rabbit played with Snowman. Together they fed the birds and threw snowballs. Every morning when the first stars twinkled, Little Rabbit hugged Snowman tight and whispered, "Night, night, Snowman, see you tomorrow." Then one morning, when Little Rabbit ran out to play, Snowman was gone. "Snowman," called Little Rabbit, "where are you?" But all he could hear was the plop of melting snow tumbling from the trees. Little Rabbit raced indoors. "Mommy, Mommy, Snowman is gone," he cried. "Don't worry," smiled Mommy, scooping him up. "In spring, all snowmen go on vacation. He'll be back next winter." A few weeks later, Little Rabbit was watering his carrot patch when the mail carrier arrived. "A postcard for Little Rabbit?" he called. "For me?" Little Rabbit exclaimed. It was from Snowman. He laughed with delight as he read the postcard with Mommy. I'll read you the postcard. It says, "Dear Little Rabbit, it's very hot here in the desert. Did you know that some camels have one hump and some have two? Riding them is very bumpy and lots of fun. Wish you were here. Love, Snowman. Kisses." And it says, "Little Rabbit, Corner Cottage, Berry Lane." Little Rabbit, Corner Cottage, Berry Lane. One sunny morning, Mommy called, "Little Rabbit, come quick. Snowman has sent you another postcard." "Yippee!" cried Little Rabbit, racing over. More and more postcards arrived for Little Rabbit. He looked at the bright pictures and wondered what adventure Snowman would have next. And I'll read you the postcard. It says, "Dear Little Rabbit, I'm having great adventures in the jungle. A naughty monkey took my hat. Did you know that monkeys eat flowers as well as bananas? Missing you, Snowman. Kisses. Little Rabbit, Corner Cottage, Berry Lane." Then one autumn morning, another postcard arrived with a picture of a rushing waterfall. "It's beautiful here," Mommy read, "but I miss you, Little Rabbit. I'm coming home soon." "Snowman is coming home," cried Little Rabbit. "Will he be here today?" "Not today," said Mommy, "but in the winter when the soft snow falls." Little Rabbit waited and waited until at last one evening, as he peeked out of his bedroom window, he saw soft white flakes drifting down. "Hurry home, Snowman," he whispered. "Look at the little house, it's so cute." Then that night, as Little Rabbit slept, the snow fell faster and faster. When Little Rabbit woke up, he ran over to the window. Everything was beautifully white. He grabbed his scarf and headed outside, and just as he'd hoped, something wonderful happened. Snowman had come home. Very cute. The next story, the fourth story. The most magical day. It was Christmas Eve in Wintergreen Woods, and Little Hedgehog was busy decorating the Christmas tree. "Be careful," called Rabbit as Little Hedgehog wobbled his way up the ladder. "Just one more ornament," he said, "and then it will be the most beautiful tree ever." Outside, Little Mouse was building a snowman with a woolly hat and striped scarf. "We'll help you with the arms," offered Big Squirrel. "Oh, yes, please," replied Little Mouse. "It will be the most incredible snowman in all of Wintergreen Woods." "I've got an idea," cried Rabbit. "We could make a snowball, the most spectacular ever." Together the animals rolled and rolled their snowball until it was the biggest snowball they had ever seen. "We did it," they cheered. "That is a big snowball." As the sky darkened and the stars twinkled above, Squirrel scurried home through the snowy woods. When she arrived, she shook off the snowflakes and warmed herself by the fire. Just then there was a knock on the door. "And Grandma and Grandpa are here." "Yay! Grandma and Grandpa are here!" she cried, rushing to the door. "This is going to be the most wonderful Christmas ever." Grandma and Grandpa. Outside, the friends were still having fun. The animals put on their ice skates and danced across the sparkling ice. "Yippee!" cried Little Hedgehog, skidding and sliding. "Faster, faster!" Little Rabbit shouted as Big Rabbit zipped across the ice. "Is it almost Christmas?" asked Little Mouse as Mommy Mouse untied her ice skates. "Just one more sleep," she replied with a big smile. "Now let's go home." Such a pretty winter scene. The masquerading. How beautiful is that? So pretty, I love it. At last, all the animals were at home with their families. Little Bear cuddled up in bed with Mama Bear for one last story. As he drifted off to sleep, he hoped that Santa would remember to visit their house. Little Bear dreamed of presents big and small, enough for all his family and friends to share. And as they opened their presents together, it was the most magical Christmas ever. Little Bear reading in bed. And Little Bear dreaming. The fifth story. This is our last Christmas story. These have been so cute so far. So let's read this one. This is called A Christmas Rescue. It was Christmas Eve in Holly Tree Forest, and the thick snow decorated the town. The animals were busy delivering gifts and treats to their friends. How cute are they? "Special delivery for Badger," called Robin. "It must be a Christmas card," said Badger, tearing open the envelope. But inside was a letter from someone very special. "Quick, everyone! Santa needs our help," Badger called out to his friends. And this is what the letter says. I'll read it to you. It says, "Dear Badger, the bears of Mistletoe Mountain have been left stranded by the heavy snow. Without our help, their Christmas will be ruined. Please come at once. Love, Santa." The animals rushed around finding scarves and bags and a map. "Here we go," they all cried, zipping through the trees towards Santa's workshop. At last they arrived at Santa's home. "I can't believe we're really here," gasped Mole. My dear friends, I'm so happy to see you, chuckled Santa. Now come inside. It's time to bring Christmas to the bear family. There was so much to be done and not enough time. First, we'll need gifts, said Santa, getting the bear's letters. Will you help me choose? Yes, cheered the animals. And there's little notes. I can read you two of the little notes. One says, Dear Santa, can I please have some ice skates? From Bobby Bear. The next one says, Dear Santa, I'd really like a new teddy bear. Can you help? Lots of love, Betsy Bear. So Santa's helping the bear family here. See, one letter, another letter. Together, the friends wrapped presents for the bear family. Then they went into the yard to make decorations. Let's make a wreath for the bear's front door, cried Fox. We'll need pine cones, holly, and mistletoe. When all the decorations were made, there was one last thing to prepare, a delicious Christmas feast. Let's get cooking, cheered Hedgehog. So they whisked and baked until the kitchen was filled with the scent of spices. More icing, cried Squirrel. We're almost ready to load the sleigh, said Santa. This page is really cute. Look at them baking. That looks so beautiful. That's my favorite thing to do for Christmas is bake. And with a shake of the reins, they were off. High, high over the treetops they flew, the winter moon lighting their way. Then with a snowy bump, they landed on Mistletoe Mountain. They're in Santa's sleigh. Mr. Bear rushed out. Santa, he cried, you've saved our Christmas. That's what friends are for, chuckled Santa, and all the animals waved and cheered as Santa flew off into the snowy night. How kind you all are, said Mrs. Bear. Will you join us for Christmas on Mistletoe Mountain? We'd love to, said Badger, and what a wonderful Christmas it was. There's a little owl, the bunny, the bear, hedgehog, all the little bears. And that was all the stories. So I read you Santa's Last Letter, First Snow, Snowman Goes on Vacation, The Most Magical Day, and A Christmas Rescue. Which story was your favorite? I loved reading these to you all. This is so sweet, my first Christmas story, so you can imagine that this would make quite the impression on a child for their first Christmas. And this could be a really sweet tradition to read to your little loved ones around the Christmas season. So when I picked this up, I knew that I had to read it to all of you. If you hear a little noise, it's my dog Luna. I put her to sleep and she's snoring in bed. So hopefully I have put you or some of you to bed as well, but thank you for joining me and having me read you these beautiful 5 Christmas stories. Let me know in the comments down below or with a thumbs up if you enjoyed this, and I can always read you a few more stories this Christmas season. I hope if you're celebrating, you have a Merry Christmas, and I wish you all the best for this Christmas season and for the new year ahead of us. The best part about Christmas for me is the time leading up to Christmas, so even if I'm a bit early, I hope that you did enjoy this festive videos. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you all. Bye! Merry Christmas and happy holidays.